probably could steal it. Yeah, so I feel like Japan is really, really safe country.
Yeah, in terms of safe, I think Japan is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Live without taking risk. Like take every risk you can. Like cross your boundaries. Like take challenges. Don't be scared. Just like live your life like as much as you can.
Thank you for taking time. My name is Ryu. What's your name?
Hey, my name is Gabriela.
Gabriela. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So where are you from?
I'm from Poland in Europe.
Poland, Europe. So how long have you been here?
I have been here like 3 months.
3 months. So what brings you here?
Internship brought me here. I was working at university in laboratory in Tokyo University.
Wow.
And also during this time I was traveling a lot.
So how often do you work in Tokyo University?
No, I was like working 5 days per week.
Ah, okay.
But every weekend I was traveling, and also last 10 days I was already free and was traveling through Tokyo.
Oh, I understood. Okay. So how did you decide to go Japan, and how did you decide work in Tokyo University?
I have never been to Japan.
Yeah.
And it seems really interesting to me. Also, I always wanted to go to Asia. I'm from Europe, so you know Asia is for me like completely different culture, completely different world. I really wanted to see this. And I'm kind of a traveler, so I really like trying new things and trying new challenges. So when I saw this internship offer, and also like we have such offers every year, and Japanese internships like are disappearing super fast. This is like offers for the best students. So when I received this offer, I was like surprised, and like I couldn't say no. So when this offer just appeared, I was like, okay, I'm going to Japan. Like I have to. Like you cannot say no to Japan.
Okay. So Japan is super famous spot as a internship place.
Yes, it is, because it's kind of fancy, you know. No one is scared. Yeah, like people are not scared to go to Japan.
Yeah.
You can be a little bit scared about going to Hong Kong or Vietnam or Brazil. But Japan seems like safe, and also industry and developed, so it also like it always sounds like super fun and also super opportunity.
Oh, I see. That's great to hear that. So you are still graduate student or researcher?
I'm like finishing my master studies right now. I should finish them on June. But I decided to go for this internship, so I expanded my studies until September, and I will graduate on September.
Okay, so after you graduate, what do you want to do? Still keep studying, or?
I don't know. I would love to do PhD, as like I really love science.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned, I'm also a traveler, and I love traveling, so maybe I will go in that direction. I'm not so sure yet.
Okay.
Think about working in some tourist office, for example, like as a traveler, like organizer or a guide, because I feel like I know how to do such a things. I know how to organize things. So like I planned every trip in Japan, for example. So I could do such a thing.
Oh, I see. That's interesting. So I want to ask about your experience in Japan, and what is the most surprising things in Japan?
Wow, that may be a lot. I don't know, like first thing that came to my mind, everything is sweet, like flavor. Like I feel like most of things like bread or yogurts are with sugar, with sweet. But also the thing that we don't have in Europe, it's possible to buy green tea or coffee, like you know, bottled things without sugar. So like this is like small surprise that happened to me. Or maybe, but it's not going to be funny. Maybe this is such a like worst experience. Like what surprised me that because I was working here in Japan, that Japanese people sometimes they don't tell you what they think directly, and sometimes they will say yes although they think no because they want to be polite, or I don't know. It's like sometimes it's difficult to understand with them, especially when I was here only 2 months. But I still spent great time with them, and also what surprised me how polite and how really nice and like inviting for me all of them were.
Okay, so how was like working in Japan with like Japanese coworker? So did you communicate to them in English?
Yes. Like my coworker is professor. Like he's working international, he's kind of important person. So he of course speaks English, and most of people in the lab speaks English. So if I needed help or I didn't know where they have something in the laboratory, I could ask, and it was really simple for me.
What was best experience in Japan? Maybe on the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I loved working in this lab. I learned a lot of things. But I love traveling more, and I just came back from Kyoto, and I really loved Kyoto, so I think this is one of best experience. But also Nara was fun, but Nikko. Yeah, I think Nikko was my favorite place. I'm not sure why, but it made such a great expression. Like how nature is there, like super amazing, this big lake in the middle of the city, and this whole area with shrines and temples, it really makes expression. And also I had great hostel, which looked like big building in the forest. So this all together was like great reset weekend.
Wow. So you have been to Nikko Toshogun?
So yeah, maybe after Kyoto.
Okay.
Kyoto is of course favorite.
Kyoto is best?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I see. So you said you have been to, and have you ever been to Nara's deer place?
Yes, of course. Like, I feel like you cannot go to Nara and not see deers, because I was thinking that the deers will be in this specific park.
Yeah.
Nara Park. But I just went out of the station, barely went to the first green area, and deers just attacked me. They are everywhere, and they are so cute, and they are almost smiling to you, because of course they want these cookies. But yeah, it was amazing. A lot of deers, and they are all cute, and they are following you everywhere.
Yeah. Did you feed something?
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay.
And later I ran away because they want more.
It is first. What is a big difference between your country and Japan?
Okay, I think Poland is quite safe country.
Yeah.
I have also been on internship in Brazil, which is crazy, not safe, crazy dangerous. So Poland is really safe, but Japan is even safer. I could leave all my things here.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I would take my passport and phone, but I'm not scared to leave my things like that and just go to the bathroom. Because in the restaurant or cafe or anywhere, I was just leaving them because I felt like no one will take them.
Yeah, we left our MacBook or something on the cafe.
Yeah, same. Once I left my credit card in the restaurant on the table because I don't know. I don't know how it happened. And I went back home, and then I realized I don't have this credit card. But I remembered when I left it, so I walked this all distance back to the restaurant. And after 1 hour, it of course was where I left it. And I feel like in Poland, someone probably could steal it. Yeah, so I feel like Japan is really, really safe country.
Yeah, in terms of safe, I think Japan is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, but also super safe in that.
So I want to ask about your country, and what is the things you are proud of your country?
Product? I mean, I can of course say big things, I'm super proud because Poland has been in some difficult issues. After First World War II, before, after Second World War II, we always were fighting with someone and trying to stay alive, so we did. And now we are independent country, and we are expanding our culture, but now it came to my mind, I'm even more proud of the fact how we are changing as a country, after we came out of Russia big hack, for example, before 2000s, and how open country we are trying to be and we are becoming, how open, how happy and friendly country. Yeah, I think I'm proud of this.
Yeah, that's the important thing, and I feel like it's so cool. Okay, so I want to ask about your personal things a little bit, and what is your short-term goal right now?
Short-term goal?
Yeah, like small.
I think my small goal would be to finish my research, my master research, because it's like in the middle because of this half year I spent in Italy.
Yeah.
And now in Japan, so I couldn't work in my laboratory. So this is my small goal, to finish my master and and start my big adult life.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure yet what would be. But like from like funny things, I would really like to go to Singapore.
Singapore.
To Asia or Vietnam. One of these.
What do you want to do in Southeast Asia?
It seems even more interesting because, as I mentioned, it's like completely different culture, and everything shocked me. Like this culture, these temples, shrines, like all these things are completely different.
Yeah.
But Japan, like, it's safe. I feel safe here, and I don't feel such a big boundaries, like, between regular life in Europe, like, order, or everything is order in Japan. I love it. And I think Vietnam, maybe Singapore, not so much. Wild Asia, that would be crazy and not ordered at all. And I would like to check how I can survive such a thing. And also, I think Vietnam and Singapore is really, really beautiful. So I wanna see these stunning views.
Honestly, I have been to Singapore and Vietnam.
Yeah.
It's totally different from Japan, so
Yes.
maybe you can enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so last question. Maybe in your life you made a lot of effort and you chose like challenging things in your life. So could you give any advice to someone who want to work hard or want to challenge new things in someone's life?
Wow, this is really good question. I mean, I loved your question.
Oh, really?
Thank you really much for inviting me for this. Yeah, but my advice, like I really feel like I am a brave person and I'm always choosing challenging things and difficult things. And I would recommend that way. Like, I don't think you can live without taking risks. Like, take every risk you can. Like, cross your boundaries. Like, take challenges. Don't be scared. Just like live your life like as much as you can, so you won't ever regret things that you haven't done.
Okay, thank you for sharing your advice.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
very
taking
much for
time.
this interview.